If we're being real, most men have no clue how female attraction actually works. They think flowers, constant good morning texts, and endless attention will win her heart. Truth? That's the fastest way to turn her off. Here's the harsh reality. Women don't stay up at night thinking about men who are easy to read. They obsess over men who understand the psychology of desire. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Attraction isn't about being the nicest guy in the room. It's about sparking deep emotional and psychological triggers that make you unforgettable. Call it manipulation if you want. But women do the same thing to men every single day, whether they admit it or not. The difference is, most men never realize it's happening. Think about the women who linger in your mind long after they've left. They've mastered subtle psychological hooks, making you chase, planting themselves in your thoughts, and keeping you emotionally invested. The truth is, those same principles can work in reverse. That's exactly what you'll learn today. This isn't about tricks or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about understanding the hidden patterns of female psychology, what sparks attraction, what builds emotional connection, and what keeps a woman thinking about you long after you're gone. If you're looking for the just be yourself advice, this isn't it. This is about stepping into a mindset where you naturally draw women in, without chasing, begging, or overcompensating. So, if you've ever wondered why some men have women hooked without even trying, you're about to see exactly how it works, step by step. Step 1. Stop being too available. One of the fastest ways to kill attraction is being constantly available. If you answer every call on the first ring, reply instantly to every text, or cancel plans just to see her, you're basically saying, my life revolves around you. And nothing kills desire faster than a man with no life of his own. Here's the truth most guys avoid. Women are drawn to men whose time feels valuable. If she knows she can have you anytime she wants, there's no urgency, no anticipation, no mystery. Think about it. If your favorite food was available in unlimited supply 24/7, eventually you'd get bored. Scarcity creates value. When you're too available, you also take away the challenge. And whether they admit it or not, women love the thrill of the chase. They want to earn your attention, not have it handed to them. The more you make her work for your time, the more she'll respect it, and the more she'll think about you when you're not there. This doesn't mean ignoring her or playing childish games. It means living a full life. Friends, goals, hobbies, responsibilities that sometimes come before her. She shouldn't automatically assume she's your top priority if she hasn't earned that place yet. For example, a guy meets a woman he really likes. She texts him on Wednesday asking to hang out that night. Instead of dropping everything, he replies, "Can't tonight, I've got plans." How about Friday? What happens? First, he shows he has a life. Second, he creates anticipation. Now, she's looking forward to Friday, valuing that time more when it comes. The key is balance. Be fully present when you're with her, but don't always be at her beck and call. Attraction grows in the space where she's left to miss you. Now, here's the deeper truth. To keep attraction alive, you must trigger her fear of losing you. If she feels she has you locked down with zero chance of loss, she may start taking you for granted. That's human nature. When something feels guaranteed, effort drops. Real attraction lives between security and uncertainty. She needs to feel safe, yes, but she also needs to know that if she stops bringing value, she could lose you. Most men make the mistake of over-proving loyalty. They say things like, "I'll never leave no matter what." Sounds romantic, but it kills her motivation to keep the spark alive. You're not making her feel secure. You're making yourself predictable. Triggering her fear of loss doesn't mean playing games or threatening to walk out. It means knowing your worth and showing through your actions that you won't tolerate being disrespected, undervalued, or treated like an afterthought. For instance, if you've been seeing a woman for months and she starts cancelling plans last minute to hang out with friends, you don't beg for her time. You calmly say, "If you're too busy, that's fine, but I'm not interested in a relationship where I'm not a priority." Then you actually go live your life. That's when she realizes she could lose you, and that fear pushes her to reinvest in the connection. Bottom line, attraction doesn't thrive on guarantees. It thrives when she knows she could lose something valuable if she stops valuing it. 3. Control the pace. Don't let her set the speed. You do. One of the biggest mistakes men make is handing over control of the relationship timeline. You meet her, you're into her, and suddenly you're on her schedule. Texting when she wants, rearranging your plans to fit hers, committing before you even know who she really is. When you do this, you send the message, "I'm just glad to be here. I'll follow your lead." That kills attraction. Women are drawn to men who decide how things progress. Men who move with intention, not desperation. Think about it. How many guys dive in too fast? Constant texts, endless attention, talking about the future after 2 dates, and she loses interest. Not because he wasn't nice, but because he removed the mystery. She didn't get to wonder about him. She didn't get to earn his deeper commitment. He gave it away for free. Controlling the pace means setting the tone. You decide when things get serious. You decide how much time you spend together. You decide when she gets access to deeper parts of your life, not by being cold or controlling, but by making sure the relationship unfolds at a pace that keeps attraction alive instead of suffocating it. When you lead the pace, she gets time to miss you, think about you, and actually anticipate the next step. And here's the key. You're not rushing to win her love. You're evaluating her just as much as she's evaluating you. Slowing things down makes her invest more. You're not pulling away, you're leading. And women respect men who lead. 4. Make her chase. Your validation. Most men flip this dynamic upside down. Instead of making a woman earn their approval, they spend the whole relationship chasing hers, constantly trying to impress, lavish dates, non-stop compliments, endless favours, hoping she'll see their worth. But here's the truth. The second you start seeking her validation instead of holding your own, you lose ground. Your value isn't something she decides. It's something you already have. She either recognizes it or she doesn't. When you treat her like the prize and put yourself in the role of the chaser, you destroy the very thing that sparks attraction, the sense that you're a man worth earning. You've probably seen it play out. A guy bends over backward for a woman who barely invests in him. He tells himself, "If I prove I'm good enough, she'll want me." But that's not how female psychology works. The moment she feels you're desperate for her approval, the message is loud and clear. You're not used to being valued. And if you don't value yourself, why should she? Flip the script. Stop being the man who's always auditioning and become the man who expects a woman to prove she deserves him. That means your time, attention, and energy aren't given away freely just because she's attractive. She earns them through respect, effort, and consistency. This isn't arrogance, it's standards. And standards are magnetic. When she realizes you're not impressed simply by her beauty, she'll want to show you she's more than just a pretty face. That's when she begins chasing your validation. That's when the power dynamic shifts in your favor. Stop seeking approval. Start giving it. That's how you keep her hooked. 5. Stay a mystery. Always. The moment a woman feels she's completely figured you out, the excitement fades. People are naturally drawn to what they can't fully predict, and women are no exception. The men who keep women hooked for years aren't always the richest or the best looking. They're the ones who stay unpredictable. Most guys kill the mystery too soon by oversharing every detail of their lives, their past and their future plans. They think transparency builds connection, but it kills curiosity. If she already knows where you are, what you're doing, and exactly what you'll say before you say it, what's left for her to discover? Mystery isn't about being secretive or shady. It's about having depth. It's about revealing yourself in layers, giving her something to discover over time instead of unloading your entire life story in the first few weeks. When you hold certain parts back, you create anticipation. She stays curious. She thinks about you when you're not around. She wonders what's on your mind, and that curiosity keeps her invested. The truth is, mystery prevents you from becoming predictable, and predictable is the enemy of attraction. Don't hand her the whole puzzle at once. Let her enjoy putting the pieces together one by one. Here's the hard reality most men don't want to face. A woman's love is never unconditional. It's tied to how she feels about you in the present moment. If you stop being the man she's drawn to, her feelings will shift. That's not cruel. It's just human psychology. Ignoring this truth is why so many men get blindsided when attraction fades. And if anything I just said challenges what you thought you knew about women, good. That means you're finally waking up. I don't make these videos to soothe you. I make them to prepare you, because too many men are playing this game blind, and it's costing them relationships, respect, and years of their life. Now, I want to hear from you. When was the moment you realized a woman's interest was slipping away, and how did you handle it? Share your story in the comments. I'll personally reply to as many as I can. This channel isn't just about me talking. It's about us learning from each other's wins and mistakes. And what I shared today is only the beginning. In the next video, I'll reveal the single most dangerous behavior that destroys attraction instantly, and almost every man does it without even realizing. So hit subscribe, tap the notification bell, and don't miss what's coming next.